Hi friends, it's Courtney. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, then welcome. The last video that I posted was, I believe, like a planner lineup. I can't remember what the title of the video was. I think it was like Q1 planner review. But of course, because that's just life. Almost as soon as I posted that video, things changed, and as a result, my planner situation has changed. So I thought that I would chat with you about it today. So I am going to flip the camera around and show you what's going on with my planner system. Okay, since I posted my last planner video, things have changed because that's the way it always happens. As soon as you post a video about your system and how it's working, something happens. So this is kind of ridiculous, but we're going to kind of go through it all. So I think in my last video, I talked about, like, this was pretty much kind of like my main system, which was is my standard, or my Hobonichi that I had cut down to standard size, and then I was using Traveler's Company inserts for my memory keeping. And in a way, it's still working. And then this, I was using my Hobonichi Weeks kind of in my purse on the go. But then I had also decided to jump on the Moleskine Pocket Daily bandwagon, so that had sort of thrown a wrench into my system. So where are we? Oh, and then I think I also talked in that video about possibly going back into personal rings, and what I was going to do was to use personal rings and my pocket Moleskine as like my main planning system. I was going to take the weeks sort of out of the rotation for now and set it aside, and then I was still going to use my standard cousin and my weekly inserts from the Traveler's Company as like my memory planning system. And that was working for a while. The main reason that I was going into personal rings again was because I was the person responsible for managing my father's care plan. We had just put him into a nursing home at the beginning of May, I think. Or it may have been like mid-April that he was in a facility, and then we had to transfer him into long-term care at the beginning of May. I can't really remember. So I needed a place where I could kind of keep track of all of my regular appointments. Plus I added a section for notes and things that I needed for my dad. And it allowed me to do, moving into personal rings allowed me to do everything that I was doing in my weeks, but to kind of have a better, I guess, gauge on what I was doing. So I was using these week on 2-page inserts from the Planner Room shop as just kind of like a high level overview. I really like them because they gave me room to kind of see my appointments, put dinners, my workouts, track a few habits, notes, whatever I needed. And I actually still really like these inserts. I have them both in personal size and A5 size. It's summertime. My kid is out of school, so I don't need a ton of information in my weeklies like I do during the school year, but I like having just like a weekly snapshot. In that time, in the time that I have set this up, my father passed away. He died on May 23rd, and so I just, yeah, so obviously, like, I don't need the section that I had kind of set up to have the information that I needed for him. And I think overall, because I set this planner up, or my main reason for going back into rings was because of that, I have just not been interested in even like picking my rings back up. I actually like made new dividers for them and everything, and it's just kind of sitting on my shelf where it probably will be for a while at least. I don't really know. So yeah, not using this right now. It is still set up. I will likely leave it set up and use it as a reference planner, like for the house going forward, but we shall see. And the other thing that happened is that I got this gorgeous traveler's notebook from for Mother's Day, and once I got it, I didn't want to not have it on me at all times. But my issue with which is I got it, or I wanted it originally because I knew I was in this size with my Hobonichi and my memory keeping. And my issue with transferring this into my new, this is, by the way, a Moterm Veg Tan. I think this color is honey, and it is just, it's a really gorgeous planner. But I don't I don't carry this around with me, even when I didn't have this set up, which I'll talk about in a minute. This never really left the house because I had this as kind of my on-the-go planner, and then here lately I've been using this instead. So what I decided to do was to keep this as my memory planning and my journal. So and it hasn't really changed. I like for my week to be an accurate record of what I actually did that day. So I usually set them up like on Thursday. I'll go through and kind of, I will lay down the things that like I know, like if I have appointments or whatever, before the week starts, but then I will go in usually on Wednesday evening and fill out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I will wait until the weekend and fill out Thursday and Friday so that it is an accurate sort of recording of what went on that week. And you can see I hadn't really gone through and set it up. Rowan's last day of school was the 23rd. My dad, or the 24th, my dad died on the 23rd. And so I mean, this is like an accurate reflection of that week. I had already scheduled these 2 videos to go live, like on the Monday before my dad died. I had uploaded and scheduled them to go live like on this Thursday, and I just let them go. And then, yeah, I actually did have, well, his funeral was on this Friday, so I actually did have like some stuff, but I didn't really set it up with any stickers. And then I've just kind of gone back in as I've picked things up. And then this, my daily pages, I am really just kind of using, I was using it as more of like a commonplace book. Sometimes I had like lists or like a daily schedule if I felt like I needed it. But I think I am really going to switch into using my daily pages as more of my journal, which is what I've been doing lately. I kind of flipped through those quickly. And then I am going to keep this the same with adding little notes about the day and pictures. I don't know that well, I probably will go back in and add some pictures of my dad there, and I have some catching up to do. So I'm leaving this as this. I'm still using this. This I now have sitting on my nightstand, so every night I can kind of journal a little bit about the day. So this has not really changed. Its purpose has kind of shifted a little bit, but it hasn't changed. Which brings me to this. So because I wanted this with me at all times, because I am deeply in love with it, I switched this to my everyday carry. I'm carrying this in my bag. So yeah, I am using it as my wallet as well. So I'm not using, well, I'll get into this in a minute. So I did just kind of throw some things in here that I really liked. I made some, one of these cards is like my emergency contact card, in case of emergency card, and the other one is my if lost found card with my information on there. So what I need in my everyday carry is a monthly, obviously, and a weekly, and some pages to take notes, which is what I have here. So I believe these first two inserts are from Moterm, and this is a monthly. It comes undated, and you actually get maybe 2 years worth of monthlies in here. I have it set up from the beginning of the year because I do like to have all of the year's appointments in one place. So I went back and filled that in. But I have it filled in until I think March of next year. So that gives me plenty of room to pre-plan. And then I'm using the other sections as or the other monthlies as like content planning. So I have my June, or well, I don't have one for June for content, but I have my July monthly like for life, and then I also have a July like content schedule. I do actually have June content as well. So that's what I'm doing in this insert. And I really just have kind of decorated with like things that I like. Did I say that? I'm sorry, my brain's kind of all over the place. So I made this on Canva. It just says write the damn book because I'm lagging on making progress in the book that I'm currently writing. These are just some little die cuts that I had. This paper pad is from Michael's. It was like $5, marked down to $5. This was a tarot card that I thought was just really pretty. So I have it in here, and then this is a dashboard, I think, for my A6. And I just have some pictures in here. So that's my husband and our son. That's my son's soccer picture. That's a picture of my dad walking me down the aisle on my wedding day. And then I have a week on 2-page vertical insert. This insert also is undated. I've dated through July in here. I'm sorry, my son's in the bathtub if you hear singing. So, and I really just wanted a place where I could have my plans, scratch things out, make notes, which is what I need on the go. This is my first week in it. It is kind of all over the place. I think next week I have some changes that I'm going to try to make to it, but it gives me plenty of space. Like here I have my, which I'm not quite sure if you can see. I have my like rooms that I want to clean. Up top I have dinners, and then this gives me enough space for like some things that I need to remember to do during the week. So I'm super happy with it so far. Once again, these are more pictures. So this is a picture of all 5 of my kids, a photo of my mom and my dad, one of their last pictures together because my mom got sick kind of right after this was taken. They're both gone now. So, and then I made this little card in Canva that says, "Dear Self, I'm gonna make you proud." And I have that little sequin heart on there. This picture I found going through pictures at my parents' house. So this is me. I think I was like 4 in this picture. And I love it because I'm completely, well, I'm a Virgo. So if you're a Virgo, you know, like I've just been disappointed basically by everyone from the get-go. And this proves it. Even at 4, I was kind of over it. So I have that stuck in there. And then this was from Fox and Pip. This is really an old die cut too. And then I have my Stology. It's an A5 that I had cut down into standard size, and I have it in this holographic cover. This was also an A5 cover that I just kind of chopped part of it off and taped it in the back. So I just have some scrapbook paper in the front with some die cuts and some stickers. And then I have this that I made in Canva, more photos. This vellum that I made in Canva. And then, yeah, I'm just went into it. So I made this also kind of June mood board in Canva as well and printed it on vellum. And this is, or no, printed it and put it in here. I'm sorry, I didn't print it on vellum. But these are just kind of things that I wanted to focus on for June. So I have movement. I really Want to get back into swimming. The weather, well, this week is not really cooperating. I think last week I managed to swim 2 days. Get back into reading, kind of enjoying time outside around the fire pit with my husband, baseball, listening to games, going to games. I want to get back into kind of cooking more and, of course, focusing on writing my book. And then these are just kind of talk about that. I have some goals for June. This is the June freebie from SM Plans. Some specific goals for June that I'm tracking. And then I'm just kind of going into my days. Today's the 13th when I'm filming this. This was yesterday. I kind of split it in half. And then on this side, I have 3 things that I'm grateful for, 2 affirmations, and then 2 things that I kind of wanted to focus on for today. And that's really kind of it. And more family pictures. I don't know if you can see those. I have a picture of both of my grandkids. So that's my granddaughter, Olivia, my grandson, Leo. More photos on the back. Picture of my dad and Rowan, my youngest. And then photos of my husband and our son. My cards in the back. I have our COVID vaccine cards, the Cincinnati Reds baseball schedule, and then I just have some like Post-its stuck on some acetate. The 2 highlighters that I'm currently using, my pen. So this is my everyday carry right now. And since I'm not using this as my on-the-go planner right now, I do want to transition it into my health planner. So I have on this, in this column, I'm going to put my exercise, and then if I have any appointments, then breakfast, lunch, dinner. And any health notes that I have this week. I decided to track my steps, which I don't think I'm going to do that going forward. And then some habit tracking. So yeah, we'll see how this kind of pans out. But I am actively trying to lose some weight and monitor some things that are going on with my health. So this also is just kind of sitting on my nightstand so I can fill it out every night. So these 2 are next to my bed. And then this little guy, I still love it. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. But I have it set up. I can't remember what it was in before, but this is an A16 cover from Foxy Fix. I love it because it was the first thing that I ever ordered from Foxy Fix. And regardless of how that whole situation ended up, I still love this TN. I can't remember what, maybe this was the moccasin leather. And then I just have this like little like moth pin on it, which was something that I got from my mom. And I love this because I can fit my little chunky daily planner in here. And because it only has 1 loop, I can still have room to stick the highlighter in that I am using without it like bothering anything. And I really enjoy that. And I just have a piece of scrapbook paper in there, a couple of stickers, and yeah, I'm still like using it, I think, because I think it's cute. So I do like stick a sticker over every month once it's over. I don't really use the monthly for anything. I do track my cycle and log my blood sugar in here every day. And then it just sort of is whatever. So I think I'm just going to use this as like my little happy planner, like that I can throw stickers in. I can do a brain dump. I can make notes. This is kind of what I like if we're not doing much during the day. This has been sort of what I've been carrying around the house to make notes. Like the days that I have my grandson, I will usually like just have a sticky note on the day, so that I can keep track of his like naps and what he ate and how much he ate for my daughter. And I give that to her when she picks him up on those days. So yeah, it's just a happy little, cute little thing. And then I just have some stickers stuck in the back. And that's that. I have my Sarasa dry that I am using. It has rubber on the like grip part, which makes it a little bit hard to get in and out of the pin loop. It fits. It's just kind of annoying to get out with that rubber on. So I just have the clip part hooked on there, and it all stays together, and I love it. And if I wanted to toss this in my bag with this, or not with that, with this, I could, but I haven't been, well, I haven't really been much of anywhere in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, so that is the change in my planning system. I'm currently just using a Pentel ballpoint in my Stology, and I really like it. But yeah, that's what I'm using for now. It seems like a lot, but so far it hasn't really been, although I've only been using this as my everyday carry for a week. So I didn't have, well, I did have my Stology, but I only got it cut down like over the weekend. So I haven't been using that for dailies. I've been using, so I'd just been using like my two like calendars and this for my daily stuff. But yeah, that is my system. If you have made it through this video, I appreciate you watching, and I will be back soon. Thanks for watching. Did I already say that? I probably did. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And yeah, I will see you again real soon. Bye.